Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. So a lot of people always ask, what are the great rulers to start with? So I always tell them the same thing. Straight edge, it doesn't have to be the big one. You want something that fits comfortably in your hand, and a set of circles. So today's video is Baptist fan with circle rulers. So I hope you enjoy it. It's an older video, but it is really one of the most popular ones. So check it out and let me know what you think. Okay, so today what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little Baptist fan tutorial, and the rulers that I'm using are all circles, and they're the Pro Circle series, and I'm using a 3-inch, I'm using a 5-inch, a 7-inch, a 9-inch, and an 11-inch. I like to do odd numbers. So this tutorial is basically for if I was doing an all-over design or all-over Baptist fan on a quilt. So I'm going to start with my largest circle, and I'm going to put it up here in the corner here, and I'm going to line up my center line of the circle on the edge of the quilt. Okay, so that's where I'm going to start. So let's pull up our thread. No, that's not where I wanted to pull it up, but okay, we'll pull it up there. So when I'm using templates, I always start and stop in the down position, and I have my stitch regulator on. So we're just going to come over here. All right, so this is where we're going to start. So I'm going to stitch up. Stop there. Now I'm going to grab my 11-inch. I'm going to put that on that same corner and line up my lines. I'm going to stitch down until I hit that. Stop. Now I'm going to grab my 9-inch. Line everything up. My 5-inch. Now some of my rulers have handy grip on the back and some don't. There's really no rhyme or reason. The larger size ones, I should probably put them on there so they don't slip and slide. So that might be something that I do. And then to my small 3-inch. Now there's my first fan. So now I'm going to travel back down over here. I'm off the quilt. And I'm going to start here. Now I'm going to start with my small 3. And I'm going to move over far enough. Oops, you know what? I always forget this. You have to travel up this way in order to be in the right spot. So we're going to pop that on. So now what I'm lining up to is the first line that we did and the edge of the quilt, which is right back here, so it's kind of hard to see. But that's where I'm positioning the center of my circle ruler. And we'll do the first arc. Stop. Now I'm going to go to my 5-inch. I'm going to stitch out enough that I can get that lined up and then back. Now Now I'm going to stitch up, and I like to use the edge of the ruler just to try and stay on target. Go to my 7. Go to my 9. Now, if I'm stitching and I thought, oh, I ran on a bobbin thread. Poor planning. I'm back with my new bobbin. I am back with the 9-inch circle. If I ever have to reposition my hand, I always stop with my needle down and then reposition my hand. Okay, now I'm going to travel out so I can do my last arc. And put my 12-inch arc there. Circle, travel back a little bit. Let's clean up our threads here, make it look a little nicer. And then I repeat that, so we're just going to keep going, and we're going to go across the quilt. So I'm just going to keep going, and then I'll show you how to do the second row. Okay, so we're back. I finished my first row. So you see it goes down. So now we're going to start our second row, and it's the same thing. I'm going to start with my small one here, and I'm going to put it the center right on this spot right here. Okay, and I'm going to start up here. So let's bring our thread up. Situated, and that's my 3-incher. Okay, now you've got to be a little bit more careful as you I'll grab my 5. Grab my 7. So we're gonna stitch over enough out of the way to get my 3-inch circle here. And actually I should have started up here, so I'm gonna backtrack, and I keep doing that, but just so you know, if it happens, it's not a big deal. Come over. Get my 5-inch on here. Go to my 7. And I'm going to go to my 11. All the while, you're always making sure you're coming back to the same point with your center of your circle. Okay, and I'm just going to keep on going with this across the quilt. Baptist fan, and you just keep going. That would be an all-over Baptist fan. So again, I use the Pro Circle 3, the Pro Circle 5, the 7, the 9, and the 11. And I like to use an odd number of lines. So that does 5. You could do 3, but I like to use an odd number of lines. So I could have done the 4, the 6, and the 8, and that would have worked as well. So good luck with yours.